Hey y'all, it's Melissa at MessyMissy Creates. I am going to try to finish up July. I know that I have too many days left to journal to actually cram them all into one video, but I thought I'd hit the high points. I have everything cut out and ready to go. I did this page just a minute ago, and I may skip this one. Because I'm not sure. It was my volunteer day. I went to the doctor, which I thought about using that image. But then I kind of like this one for working at the clinic, which I could use on another day. But anyway, but I have this little doctor and blood work. So if I use this, then I would use the small doctor. If not, maybe since this is a blank page, maybe that's the way to go. And then just use this like this. And I came home and watched Christmas in July. And then that would be my only writing space for that day. Trying to figure out if that would be enough for that one. So let me pause that one. And then I'd have to find a printable for that day. So let me get one that I have a little bit more put together. This day was the 24th. So I think that's going to go. Some of the days I've even already put up there. This was kind of a fun day. I finished my August printables. And I videoed. I'm pretty sure I need to glue that one in. I'm going to put this over here for now. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to tuck it right in there just in case I decide to use that. Okay. I finished my printables. I made, we had part of the Art Makers Club. We had a block party, which was alive, and doing colorful, playful grid compositions. That was what that one was about. I need a clip for this corner. Okay. And we had, I think I had a Sam's, did I have a Sam's delivery? Said I did. Oh, it was just a... That was so messed up. I ordered, I had a delivery on one of the days. I can't remember which day it was. And then I thought I had everything cut out. And then some things they wouldn't let me deliver, so I had to ship them. Well, it shipped one thing. And then I thought, you know, when it said your shipments had delivered, I thought, okay, cool. Well, it shipped one thing. And so... then all of a sudden they send me this, oh, your order's been canceled. So anyway, let me, my 30 escaped from somewhere. Make sure nothing else escaped. Anyway, I'm going to put that one up there and get this glued on. Where'd my glue go? Okay, so I'm ready to move on from July. That's for sure. But I wanted to do one more. I mean, realistically, to finish, I needed to do two more, but I'm ready to dig into August. And I thought I would just bring you along for the high points on the rest of July. And then maybe if I actually get it finished, I can do a flip through. I got to finish my journaling. And so I did that probably in the morning. So let's put this here. I do have to think about a journaling spot on this page as well. So... I might need, that means I either need a pocket. Okay, so this would go here with that. This would go up here with that. And this would go down here. And where is I had one more pocket. I thought I heard my chickens, I'm sorry. I had one more pocket left that I was debating on using, and I don't think I used it. And I had everything in front of me. I mean, here's a journaling spot I could use. It just doesn't really match. But I might as well use what I have and tip it in. That still doesn't give me a lot of journaling space, but it definitely gives me some. I could use my new notepad that said procrastination in progress. And then these are my printables. These are printables by Lisa Bardot, and she runs the Art Makers Club. And so, pretty sure I like that. So I would glue that on, and I don't have to put both of them on, but I wanted that on there like that, and then let's see what that does to that. I am gonna want some more journal, which I can have on the back. That's right. So let me glue these two in. Let me start with this. I'll glue this in. And I probably should have put some red washi just for some more color. But I did not. And I've already put my number down, so I don't want to pull it back up. And then I could put this down here and then use a little, I might do that, just in case I want a little bit of, put a little grid paper or a sticky note or something like that down there. This just tells me I worked on my iPad that day on my digitals, and then this is going to tell me that I only got to watch part of it because I had to leave for an appointment. And was this the day that I took, I had a Walmart delivery too. Well, where did that go? On the 24th? That's what it says. I have a Walmart delivery somewhere, but it's on another page being used or about to be used. So let me see if I can snatch it real quick. So we've got our printables for Allison's challenge, her item of the month challenge. We have that in these two printables right here. So this I would put here. I know that I have, and I was not going to have to dig for anything, but I know that, oh, here we go. And I can use a smaller Sam's too. I did not remember. Yeah, I must have had them deliver in the morning. Because I would have been gone that afternoon. So, we got that real quick, and then I'll use the smaller Sam's since I have it right here. And I wasn't, like I said, I thought, you know, I had everything cut out and ready to go, so I thought maybe I could get multiple pages done that way. But, okay. Here we go. Might put that there, that there, and I can use that right there. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? I don't want to hide my block party. If I put this down in the corner, does that fit across there? No, not really. Oh, it would fit across here. Okay, I can put that there. I can tip this in over here and then glue in. Okay. Then I would know where to glue in the other pieces. So, because this was not one of the days I was going to get hung up on, but, or, you know, spend a lot of time on, but apparently I'm going to finish it. Because I had some other days that were fun, and I thought I'd share them with you. But let me here's where I can introduce some red, or should I do the blue stars? Since it's over here. That blue does not match that. So, wish the red wasn't chevron. I wish it was actually just striped. But, again, they didn't ask me. I have red polka dot, but it's too small. As a matter of fact, let me see if I wrap it over, it's not going to matter. But I'm going to put a little piece of clear tape just for stability. And let's get that on semi-straight. And then it might not matter. Maybe I can make this polka dot thing work. Oh no, it is gonna matter. Okay. I forgot. Because the washi still has to help hinge the tip in, right? Oh, come on. But I want it right up against the edge of the paper. Like that. And I can't go past the tip in or it won't tip. It'll just, well, I don't know what it'll do, actually. Come to think of it. So, anyway, where are you at with your July journaling? Are you almost done? Are you wrapping it up? Did you already finish it? I mean, because some of you may have already finished, and that's awesome. I'm going to put this back here, and I'll probably just put this down here. Or I can put this right here. It does not matter, right? I can do this like this. That works too. And then this was an appointment I had. And then this is the 19th. I apparently, oh, that must have been when I actually had the delivery. So maybe I need to go back to the 19th. Here's what, I wonder if that will fit. I'm going to open it. I don't think it will. Oh, the other thing that I had was I had found these. Now, it says remember, so I think it probably fits Memorial, like May better, Memorial Day kind of thing, but it would certainly give me an extra place to journal, and I've got the back. So let's just leave that alone. I do want to open these because I want to see if they would have fit. And then I want to keep the Post-it thing intact and use it as a tag at some point. Because that would have fit. I do believe it would have fit. Right there. Procrastination in progress. Okay. And then we'll save that for whenever, I don't know, next Memorial Day. Do I want any kind? Ooh, thunder. Do y'all hear that? Oh, here was that pocket. Well, darn. Okay. I thought I looked everywhere for it, but because that would have worked perfectly, and then I could have had a tag, but that's okay. We're done with that day. I've got my printables. Allison's Item of the Month Challenge is for July is printables. Now, this totally matches this page. It's not going to line up perfectly. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use it. I already glued this down because we had Fusaklis for dinner. I finished my second set of printables. I did a video, so that was likely in the morning. It's not really going to fit right there. Let's see how we're going to do this. The dishes. Let's see if I can cut that down just a little bit. And is this a day I want to spend time on? Let me see. It really is not that interesting of a day, which says that it should take me less time to do it. I think I'm going to put that here like I did that on the other page. And then I can put that up there somewhere. I can put the dishes there. Let me move the Sam's Club out of the way. Do I want a pocket? I don't have that much to say. Then I need a tag. Or I did those to where they could be tip-ins too. It's going to be a little hard with the ribbon. I have another. Oh, I used it. that's right. I used it. Yay. I think that's all of the, yeah. But what I do have is, not these first ones. That was me trying to do something else. Okay. Oh, that's a, yeah, it's one of those things. It's just a sticky note that matches the blue. I could make, instead of using this pocket, I could make like that. That would be a pocket. Any of these would be a pocket. Well, I wouldn't use any of them, but I would use like that one. That one's kind of cool. There's nothing wrong with this one either. Which one do we like better? Or do I want red? Do I want to play on the red? Flag, bandana. How about this piece right here? Yeah, that's kind of cute. I like playing on the red because I've already got, that's kind of a bluish purple. But I really like the denim stars too. But again, don't really need a pocket, but I want something down here. So if I'm going to put this and this and this up here, I really don't have anything else to put. And this would be, if I don't do a pocket, where did my magazine, okay, Magazine Harvest, go up there. I could put one of these again. But again, it's not much journaling space, right? I could draw some lines. Wow, that's bad thunder. I could just draw some lines. And we could do it that way. I would like to use up some of this paper. Let's see. Let's get this glued down. And then we will see what we think. That glued here. And again, this is my printable for this day. This little notepad right here. I mean, the pocket would look cute over here, but I already have this obviously needs something, and I could have like inked it in red, but I figured I would use a pocket, to be honest with you. Let's see. That was the second set of printables I finished. And again, I can put them here just in case well, if I have a tag, I mean, if I have a pocket, I can put as many tags as I need to. But I'll still put that down there. I mean, up here takes up more space, but that looks cute down there. So anyway, the Magazine Harvest probably will go up there, or I could put it right here. And this page is a little heavy. So let me see. Let's just do a pocket and be done with it. Let's use the one that's already cut. It's cute. And it needs to be trimmed up a little bit. Unless I do, hold on. Hold that thought. Unless I use this, that's going to cover up our Fiskars, which is fine. But I just assume not. Let's see if we can trim that straight. I was trimming it right along the edge of stars. And then I need my art glitter glue. And now we're going to have a pocket. You can never go wrong with a pocket. It is, it's stormy. Okay. I did not cut my little thumbnail in there, or thumb hole. And I guess I should have used that. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. It's like I'm saving it for something special. I do not have a tag, so we're going to be okay with that. I think for the purposes of just getting through the, oop, I'm sorry, you were not in frame. For the purposes of getting as much done in this video as I can, I think I'm going to leave it there. If we have time to come back, then I'll come back. And where I put this is kind of depends on what I do over here. So like right now, I think it might go there, but we're gonna try to tackle this page. Okay, so this guy is a little bit too big for this page. I did not ink this page on purpose. I was debating on doing that. I normally would not do that, but we did a lot of yard work and it was hot. Oh my goodness, it was hot. I really should have like a sunshine. Hold on, let me clip. There we go. I really should have like a sunshine, big hot sunshine thing. My husband cut grass. I could probably cut a little bit of grass. We, I had a little Arby's thing. We had the Arby's for lunch. He trimmed blackberries. So we're going to put that there. And then I put, do you see these? Are they not the cutest things ever? Harnesses for your chickens? Yep. That did not go so well. Let me see how this is going to look over here. And then what I might do is just write around him. This is what I was thinking. This is a printable from Lydia at February and June. It says, don't forget to hydrate. Now, I'm not going to leave in the little stars, although they're adorable. I might save them for another day, or just add them to the page later if I need them. I could put that down here, don't forget to hydrate. Because it was hot. Oh, anyway, the harnesses, yeah. So I got it on. The easiest one to catch is Hazel. She's the smallest, and these were kind of small. It said they were a medium size, but they didn't really mean it. Let me see if I like this here. And then this over that. I'm not sure I do. Actually, it's not horrible. It would give us, no. Nope. I was afraid to ink this in red because it was kind of, I know it's crooked, but that's the only, oh, you know what? I could cut this bottom tire off and get him on and you'd still get the idea, right? Yeah, I think that'll work. And then I won't try to do the 26 over here. I'll just do the 26 over here, the day and date over here. Anyway, so she's the easiest one. Oh, mercy, look what I just did. She's the easiest one to handle. She's the tiniest one. She has a really small build. And he picked, you know, my husband picks her up all the time. And she, you know, likes to be held and, you know, whatever. Some of the other ones don't. So, anyway, I thought, I'm going to try this on her. Because size-wise, it would fit. And I really thought that if any of them tolerated, it would be her. I got it on her, which took some doing. Because you got to put it on over her head. And then you got to buckle it, you know, strap it on the top. And then connect the thing. And I'm holding her the whole time. And let me tell you something. She freaked out. She started flapping around the coop, which made all the other chickens freak out. She's attached to the leash. And so I'm trying really hard not to, like, let her hurt herself at this point, right? So, yeah, it was bad. It took me a while. Because she had gotten it so discombobulated, it got wrapped around her feet, and then she was trying to flap her wings, and I felt bad for her, so Those are not. Maybe if you did it from when they were little, that might work. But, you know, I don't care that the lawnmower is crooked. Do you care if the lawnmower is crooked? I think I'm just gonna, that's how I had it to begin with. And let me see if I can first glue it without putting glue on it without tearing it. Because this is just a magazine image. So, sometimes it's not a super thin one, but sometimes they tear. I had this in my stash of magazine images, and I thought I would use it. So he fits up there, right in that corner. And then this is just going to jump the page a little bit. There, like that. And I'm going to put this down here. He started trimming up the blackberries. And what I didn't put on here is I dehydrated some of the leaves. Because if you didn't know, strawberry leaves, raspberry leaves, blackberry leaves, they make a good, if you make your own teas, they make a good base. So, there. So this does not give me a lot of writing room, and I really want a good bit of writing room. So I'm not sure how to address that. But that's our printable for the day. I could have put it over here. Is it too late to... I mean, his boot's kind of cut off. It kind of gets lost over here. Oh, let's just put it back where we had it. Okay. And then I'll just write here. And then if I do have a spot here, again, if I need to, I mean, not that we definitely we're not procrastinating on this day, but like some sort of little, I don't have any more journaling spots that fit July. I don't think. French fries. I'm trying my best. None of these really match. Bring on the weekend. I mean, oh, we've already got so many colors on this thing. Powerful Lady. I know. Those are just some that I have made, and I don't have a long time to sit here and think about it. So I'm not going to do that. I will decide that when I journal, because maybe this will be enough, and then I can always journal down this side too, and if I have to do a flip in of some sort, I can. So where are we at on time? Okay, let's add one more to our, so we're bumping along. We are doing pretty well. Okay, so this day, let me cap my glue while I read my thing. I did not print off coffee. I have a TV. Oh, where is my TV? It's Elizabeth's TV. Coffee and TV. I wish I had coffee. I don't have a coffee printable. I forgot to put that card in. I have one little TV left that I've printed. I don't think I just went through this, and I don't, oh, I do have some journaling spots though from, well, here is a coffee journaling spot, and then this is one of Lydia's too. Breakfast, I could put breakfast, but I was looking for, I'm not gonna find it, I don't think. I think I've gone too far. Okay, these are Lydia's. I can always put, and then these are Brooke's. I could always put garden. But I was looking for, I had one of Elizabeth's TV left, and then But we did have coffee, and this pink, I'm not going to match that page. But I do have to have either a pocket or something. And I think I've got too many things for this page. Well, I could... the reason why I was using these is because he cut the... With the way that we do our blackberries, we cut off, after they quit producing, we cut off the old cane. And then it lets the new canes grow. You got your Floral cane and Prima cane. And anyway, the new ones we started tying up, which they've already started growing for next year. And because they grow on the next year's, the second year's growth. So I have that like that, that maybe like this. I'm gonna run out of space really quickly. I harvested some peppers that day. I don't have to use that. I didn't harvest that many peppers. Oh no, okay. We have a whole other event. This was just the morning. So let me see if I can do without the peppers and put this over here like this, because we went to brunch. Is there waffles in here? No, there's pancakes. And eggs. I can use one of the eggs. We went to brunch. It was my niece's, my great niece, the one that just had the baby. It was her and her fiance's birthday. And I was going to put, this is that really cute paper pad that has all the like school lunch and then whatever, but it says don't waffle, you've got this. And then I've got this, and I thought about putting this here as a pocket. So let's do that. I'm either gonna do that on this day or the next day, because the next day my niece came and she brought, they had done the waffles really cute, where they were like little mini waffles and they stacked them. And let me see. Okay, you can't talk with your hands and cut. I am Italian. I am part Italian, and I like to talk with my hands. So I can have a 3-inch pocket. Let's go 3.5. What do we think about that? That's a deep pocket. I'm used to a 3-inch pocket. That's why I think it's deep. So this is still perfectly good paper. I can use it for some other time. Want this at 6-ish. That's going in my little bin. So we had waffles. And then I'll use the don't waffle, you've got this, on the next day. But we also had eggs. And I thought I had eggs. Oh, I was going to use my eggs and bacon washi on this day. That's right. I was like, I knew I had something that represented this. Anyway, they had a cute little brunch. It was fixed really nice, and some fruit and some different stuff. And, okay, so that was Lydia's printable. So here's our printable for the day. And I think I will just put this right there on the pocket. I am going to put a thumb hole in this one since it's so deep. I mean, not that that part really matters, but close enough to the center. Come here, eggs. Now, none of this is going to match. And I've already made my piece with it. And yeah, I cut it a hair shy of 6. I should have cut it a little shyer. Okay, there we go. All right, I think this will go better on this page than this page. So, and we did this first and this second. So I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate this washi into this red and white bandana page, right? So, oh, I could put it across the top. I could make this about the garden. That could go there. That could go there. I do need to put something for birthday. And we took my mother-in-law. Oh, I fertilized and watered the blackberries. So I'll need to... No, I'm sorry. The peppers. So, I don't know. Let me see real quick if I can make this collage work. I think we just lost the peppers. If I do it that way. That goes on the next day. I can put this on a tag, and I can put this over that. Let's put the 27 down. Let's put the day and date down. Am I running out of time yet? Not yet. Bear with me. I'm like speed journaling, right? That's what I feel like. Speed journaling. Okay, so we got that up there. Oh, well, I need to scoot it down some. Okay, 27 and Sunday. Alrighty. So that's there. And then this pocket will go here. I'm not going to have room on the side to put washi. So, and I'm not sure if I'm not 100% sure. I think that's cute there. I mean, I could put the, if I hadn't put, if I hadn't put the thumb hole in there, I could have put the washi over it. That would have been cute too. Darn, I never put thumb holes in my pockets. Why did I start that one today? Let me see where my, here we go. I don't want to cover up the, let me see how it would even look. We'll just cover up the thumb hole maybe. Yeah, see, that would be super cute. Okay, let's get it. Well, it's hard to get it perfectly up to the edge. So I'll just trim off. I'll go, oh. Come on. There we go. And we'll just pretend I didn't cut a thumb hole. Now, that's obviously sticky. So I have a resin bag. Not handy enough to use. So let's do this. Well, we don't have to do the whole thing. We just have to do it right here. Right? There. And now that won't be sticky. And then, I mean, I could have just cut the thumb hole back in there. But I think that's cute. When I got my, finally get to use my bacon and egg washi. And let's glue this in so it can be drying while we figure out the rest of our life. Because I do not have a tag prepared for this. I can't drive my glue straight. Man, I am swerving all over the road. I don't want to, trying not to, once you move it, it makes your pocket smaller if you smear your glue. Okay, so let's cap that for a second. Like I said, does not match at all. That's cute. That's super cute. Probably not going to use the coffee printable, although that is super cute. I'm still debating on, because I do want to document that I did something with the peppers, and I don't have another smaller pepper. Looky there. Looky there, looky there. Okay, let's do it. Let's live a little. Let's do it. That page will be fun. And I'm using stuff, right? I have this big old basket of magazine images. And they just sit there, and I'm like, oh, I'll save them for, you know, when it's perfect, you know, or the perfect day, or the, like, just use it. I've got 10,000 magazines. They're cluttering up my room. And I need to, you know, almost every one of them, I can find some kind of garden, you know, tool or something to do with gardening. Well, let's at least cut the blackberry at the end right here. I mean, have it right side up. Okay, now the trick is, this is like true paper collage. Now the trick is, how do I do this? I think I put this here, and just don't glue down the bottom, because I don't need that to cover up my day and date. Okay, so that can go there. I haven't put glue here, so I'm only gonna glue like part way down these big old loppers. And if I could cover up that little white box in the meantime, that would be bonus. But that may not work. No, I think I gotta come in at this angle right here. I could have trimmed that up a little bit better. Nope, 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 nope. Hold on. Okay. And see, this little handle got messed up anyway, so that worked out perfectly. It needed to be trimmed off anyway. So, trim that there. Oh, I didn't put enough glue, huh? Trim that. Make sure that hits the can. Okay, I think I got that glued down. Now I just have to glue that one and then this. There. He trimmed the blackberries and I picked peppers. And then we went and we had a birthday with eggs and waffles. And I should have left this paper pack out. So that's my printable. Should have left this paper pack out, and I could have made a cute little pocket, and it would have hid. Well, for right now, we're going to use that as a placeholder. I don't think that I want the green. I mean, I could, since I put that washi across the top, I could just make a tag out of that. But let me look to see if I find something cuter. I will make the tag. Right now, this page is done enough. I could write on this line very easily. And then, oh, I need something that says happy birthday. So I have this happy birthday ephemera. We can use little balloons. And I can put, I'll probably just leave that in there and put it on whatever tag that I have. But I think I like that little balloon right here. I mean, we got all kind of color going on here. Why not, right? Okay. Now, I may have to, yeah. Because otherwise I would have glued the pocket shut. So I'll just trim this balloon down here. Like that. And it's got glue on it. Okay. I'll tuck that in, and then if we get a chance to come back to it, that's fine. If not, where did all my stuff for Monday go? Well, oh, it's all right here. It all fell out. So my niece came. I don't think that was supposed to be that day. Yeah, I get to turn the page finally. I'm on my note thing. So, my niece came to help me, and she brought the leftover waffles. And we worked on the craft room. Let's see, do I like it here? Or do I like it here? Maybe there. I have both of these just in case I need one or the other, a smaller one or a big one. I think we had, yeah, I had pizza for dinner, so I had a pocket ready to go. I had made, this is that same paper pad that I used the waffle. It had all kind of food and like school lunch kind of stuff in it and everything. You know, I'm almost tempted to put this down here. Wow, that would be different, wouldn't it? But I think it would be okay. And then I'm going to put this pocket here. It's a little small. And although I could use this, or I had this. So this was the pizza that I actually had. Now I could use the pizza pocket anytime. And I could glue this in and make, obviously it's not going to go this way, but I could make a tuck. I don't know how well that's going to work. Let's see. Would something tuck in there? Yeah. That's kind of cute. Still thinking I kind of like this down here. Let me include this into my clip so it will stay open. This is my niece. This was so funny. We were sitting there eating lunch, and we were watching Allison's video of all her sticky notes, and my niece was like, I want those right there. Those are so cute. Those are so cute. So I snapped a picture of her. Anyway, and then I sorted my ribbon. So let's do, if I do this here, and I can do this, or I could do this small one. We really did, let's get the birthday stuff up. Yeah, I'm gonna be daring, and I'm gonna put it down here. Let's at least get that started. This day we worked on the craft room, and my craft room had just gotten out of hand. So I'm like, can you help me let's just spend, 2 hours, or we set a timer or whatever. And then we went and worked on the building. I think I was kind of burnt out on working on the building, because that's all we've been doing. Okay, so, and I did a journal with me video before she came. This says, Alexa, clean the craft room. Thought that was funny. And, yeah. So, I'm not sure if I use the smaller one. If I use the bigger one, I'm going to tuck it behind like that. Let me cap this before it decides, oh, it already is. Man, that little fine nozzle on the art glitter glue, it gets stopped up so fast. Okay. I have that, which does not match the page at all. I have this, which is hilarious. Let me turn it down. And I have that. And then this is just me, doing my thing. So what I would need is, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, let's think. So it would be a side pocket like that. So if I glued definitely this side, and then this side, and this side, and then it would be a side tuck, right? Or should I leave this open? Let's try it. You only live once, right? Did I do it right? Yeah, okay. So let's leave some space. Open. And if I need to go back and add glue to that, I can. But I love this prosciutto, the pineapple ham pizza. I know you either are or aren't a pineapple and pineapple on pizza person. So I don't like the fact that they stick up. So I'm going to glue them down, even if it means my tag is smaller. They look like they're just randomly sticking up. So let's fix that. There we go. Hold them down. Let them dry, because that is thick cardboard. It was the box from the pizza. Let that dry pretty well. So we're not going to use our little pizza pocket. So let me stick that over here and stuff that I didn't use. And I need a printable for this day. And I need a tag. I need to decide if I'm going to cut out. The little small one might work for this day because we got a lot going on. Let's try this one. There will be plenty of days where I can use the big one. So, how are we doing? Oh, we're almost done, aren't we? And I did not get to, well, I may abandon this page. Okay, so that's what we've got on this page. We're going to let that pocket dry because I wanted to do, let's see, that was a fun day. That was the day I dyed the paper. This is just a volunteer day. I already pre-dyed this one, so we didn't have to sit here and wait for it. Oh, this was where this came from. We can glue that on. I'm still in the back of my mind thinking what I want for a pocket for that pizza tip-in or the side tuck. I'm still trying to think about that, but I'm really wanting to get all these days and days glued in. Days and dates glued in where I can. And I made, let's see, I did volunteer. I trimmed up the some of the garden stuff. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so that page, oh, I need a printable. Well, let me go ahead and glue this down. I know I did that. And then the 31st was the one, oh, let's put it upside down. 31st might have been the one. I think I'll probably just draw some blue or red lines or something like that there. But that was that day. This day I took my mother-in-law. That way at least I can go back and I've covered all the days, right? We've talked about them all. Okay, so I went to, well, I made a video. This was the day I bound my journal. I had an appointment. My mother-in-law had an appointment. I went to Target and I'm thinking about making that a tip-in. I went to, like that right there. Can you see that? I took, actually this I could make a tip-in. I don't know if that would work that well though. I had an appointment, and then she had an appointment right after, but before we did that, I went to Target, and I finally did find, one of you told me that Target had the composition, the grid composition books for 38¢, and you were correct. Only one of the Targets had them, and I couldn't ship them, but one of them did let me pick it up, so I happened to be going that direction, and it worked out perfectly. So let's figure out how. Pretty sure I'm going to put this up here. I'm just trying to figure out where I would tip in what and what I'm tipping in, and oops, scoot over, and then what I would use in the tuck, right? Let's do that. I was thinking that might fit up there, but it doesn't. Well, it's got such a hump right there. Pardon my reaching, by the way. Oh, I moved it. Okay. It moved itself. I still think I can make a tuck out of it. I love this little composition book printables. I didn't draw it, but I'm going to. I thought it was adorable. And then I think she'll go down here. And then I made that in the morning. So maybe I can put that right there. I know that looks kind of lined up. But I've been doing a video almost every day, trying to get caught up, and it's worked. I'm at this is the last day, right? So if I glue that one in, and then I do that as a tuck, let's do that. It won't be let's see, where do I want this? I think I want it, move out of the way. I want it right here. And then I'm just going to glue in the sides right here. Like that, the bottom. And then this one side right here. I think. Right? I might not should have done the bottom. I might should have just done the two sides. Yeek. I did that wrong. It still works. That'll work. That'll work. So whatever I decide to put in there, I'll probably put something about my appointment there. I'm going to put hers down here. And then use something as a writing spot. And I need a... That doesn't look bad. I do need a printable for this day. And just for giggles, I have not used this one yet. We could put the spinner wheel over her head. What else would we use for a printable? I do not know. That's not a printable. We already, let's see, where are we at on time? Yeah, we gotta go. Well, I didn't garden today. I could do today I think I've already done that one. Say kind things to yourself. That might not be a bad one. Except I might use one of Brooke's. Hold on. This is... I never did find Elizabeth's TV. Let me cut this one out. I feel like I'm cutting backwards. This was one of Brooke's freebies on June 27th on her Facebook page. And I'm just, it's got a little bit of a jagged edge, so I'm just kind of going with that. And I think we just found our little notepad or whatever. thing to go in the thing. Well, you really don't see it though. I want to be able to see it. So, is that going to hide that? Yeah. Only hides part of it though. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I thought I did. Put it back in here. Maybe. Maybe. And go back to this. Because this wasn't bad. And then I can write here. So, yeah, that wasn't bad. Oh, you know what I have, though? I do have... Well, this one says, get it, girl, which is pink. I have a solid white one. Let me try the solid white one. If not, I'm going to try the thing one, thing two. Because the two of us trying to do something together is quite comical. But see, I could always do that right there. And that might work. This is the one I was talking about, thing one, thing two. It doesn't match the page, but it sure is, it matches the situation. Because we're kind of the blind leading the blind a little bit. Hey, it livens up the page a little bit. Thing one, thing two. That might not be a bad way to end the month, right? And then I can use this for my appointment or something like that. Yeah, I wish I hadn't glued the bottom. I don't know. Anyway, you get the idea. Yeah, I don't like that blocks the whole stuff up top. I like to be able to see the stuff up top. Is that too bright? Oh my goodness, that's really bright. But anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up. Yeah, I've been over an hour. I've been yammering. Hey, we've gotten some stuff done though. Look, we haven't finished this one. We haven't glued it down. I could just glue it in. But we got, let's see, that's 31st. We still have to glue this in, but that's okay. It's not going to take us but a minute. I need a printable on here though. I didn't do that day at all. I made dumplings. My husband took the boat in to the shop. I watered the garden. This is the day I dyed the paper, so I was going to take some of my dyed paper and put over here. I didn't do that day at all. This day I got to finish. We need a tuck for here, or a, you know, something to put in here. And so you got the gist. This day took us a little while, but I think I like that a lot, that collage. That kind of reminds me of doing some, you know, real collage and glue book and stuff like that. And I like that a lot. So anyway, I need a pocket for here. Decide where I'm going to put that. And then that page was done. We have the little flip and the Art Makers Club. This one I didn't finish because I wasn't sure, but I sure do like that writing spot against that paper right there. And I did that one right before I got on video. I did that one with you the last time. Did that one. Anyway, that ends July. So now we get to work in Alex, clean the craft room. Where did she go? I don't remember what day that was. It was Monday, this way. So anyway, I need to go back in and obviously finish, you know. But I have enjoyed July with you, and I hope that you've enjoyed July, and I can't wait to get started on August. So anyway, oh, that got rust all over my book. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope to see you in the next video, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Y'all take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.